I am Rahul Chandegra from Dr. Subhash Technical Campus in Degree Electrical Engineering Department. In Signal System, Unit number 3, we already studied Z transform and Fourier transform. In Z transform, we studied Z transform and inverse Z transform. In Fourier transform, we studied DFT and DTFT. DFT, it means discrete Fourier transform. DTFT, it means discrete time Fourier transform. And FFT, fast Fourier transform. Today's our video lecture based on Laplace transform. So the definition of Laplace transform: a mathematical conversion from one way of thinking to another to make a problem easier to solve. So problem in original way of thinking, then it will be transform, then the solution in transform way of thinking, then after we will use inverse transform to get solution in original way of thinking. So this is the way we are using in the Laplace transform. So whatever the problem or example, it will be converted into Laplace transform, then it will be mathematically solved by using its properties. Then after we again use inverse transform, then we will get our solution. So problem in the time domain will convert into Laplace transform, and by using mathematical term, mathematical equation, Laplace properties and some signals Laplace form, we will use solution in S domain. So it is basically S domain, it means a Laplace transform. So after that, in the last we will use inverse Laplace transform. So we will get a solution in time domain. So we are not able to solve all the problem in time domain. So we will convert time domain problem in S domain by using Laplace transform, and then we will get some solution. After calculating its solution, we again use inverse Laplace transform to get solution in time domain. So this is the basic phenomena we are using in Laplace transform, and other transforms are like Fourier transform, Z transform, we already studied. So Laplace transform or Laplace transformation in the time domain, so it is a linear differential equation and time domain solution. So in this point where we are using linear differential equation, we are get complication. So we will use Laplace transform. Then we use Laplace transform equation. After algebraic sum or algebraic equation, we will get Laplace solution. Then after again we inverse Laplace transform to get time domain solution. So the directly way from linear differential equation to time domain solution, it is difficult. So we use another way to get time domain solution. So Laplace domain or complex frequency domain, it is in the S domain. So basic tool for continuous time, the Laplace transform of f of t equal to capital F of S. So small f of t, it is time domain, and capital F of S, it is Laplace domain or Laplace transform in S domain. So the equation of f of S equal to integration from 0 to infinity f of t e raised to minus st of dt. So convert time domain function and operation into frequency domain. So f of t will convert in the form of f of s. So it basically in the form of s, cause in integral part f of t, whatever the time domain t, it will be integral in the form of dt. So we will get the answer in the e raised to s or in the s domain form. So linear differential equation LDE, it will be algebraic equation in complex plane. So graphical solution for linear differential equation, it will be characterized. So discrete system use the analog of Z transform. So this is the equation of Laplace transform or definition. The complex plane. In this plane, the x-axis is real axis and y-axis is imaginary axis. So real values are on the real plane or real axis, and the imaginary part or the complex of z part will be on the imaginary axis. So first we take some point. So in horizontal it will be value is x, in vertical it value will be y. So the point u will be written as u equal to x plus jy. So here the all are real plus and here all are negative real x. In upper side it is positive side of plus y and downside is negative y. So point is in first coordinator, so it is u equal to x plus jy. For this point u bar, it is complex conjugate of x plus jy. So this point horizontal is same as x, but in the imaginary axis or axis it is minus y. So it will be written as u equal to x minus jy. For finding the angle from the origin and with the real axis, so angle of u equal to phi tan inverse y by x. So it is tan inverse imaginary part divided by real part. For finding the mode or finding the value, the mode u equal to under root x square plus y square. So if it is complex conjugate, then the angle will be different, but the mode value will be same. So mode u equal to r equal to mode u bar. So this you have to keep in mind for the equation phi equal to tan inverse y by x and r equal to under root x square plus y square. So it's called complex plane. So some Laplace function or Laplace transform of common function. So we already use some standard signals or standard function like impulse, step, ramp, exponential and sine. So the first column is name, second is time domain, the next column is its figure or its form, and last one is its Laplace transform f of s. So the first is impulse, just one single impulse f of t equal to 1 when t equal to 0. So at origin it value will be 1, other for other value, all the values are 0. So Laplace transform of f of t equal to 0, it will be 1, otherwise it will be 0. So its Laplace transform is f of s equal to 1. Then the step function. Step, it means f of t equal to 1 for positive side. So step f of t equal to 1 for all the positive side. So its Laplace transform is 1 upon s. We use this common function in our example or in the theory. The next common function is ramp. So ramp equal to f of t equal to t. So it is the line. Then the Laplace transform is 1 upon s square. Then the exponential. So f of t equal to e raised to at, and its signal and Laplace transform is 1 upon s minus a. If it is f of t equal to e raised to minus at, then the Laplace transform is 1 upon s plus a. And the last one, the sine signal. So the waveform is sine wave, and the f of t equal to sine omega t. Then the Laplace transform is 1 upon omega square plus s square. Now the Laplace transform properties. So the first property is additional and scaling. Additional, it means the two time domain signal f of t1 and addition with the f of t2. Scaling means multiply with some constant. So addition and scaling, Laplace transform of a f1 of t plus or minus b f2 of t. So here a and b both are constant. So Laplace transform is a f1 of s. f1 of s is the Laplace transform of f1 of t plus or minus b into f2 of s. Here f2 of s is the Laplace transform of f2 of t. So it is called additional or scaling properties. The next property is differentiation. So Laplace transform of d by dt of f of t. So d by dt is called differentiation. So its Laplace transform is s multiply with the f of s minus f of 0. So we will put the term 0 in the equation. Then the next property is integration. So the Laplace transform of integration of f of t dt equal to f of s divided by s plus 1 upon s integral of f of t dt at t equal to 0 plus or minus. So it is just near to 0. It calls 0 plus or minus. Then the convolution. So integration from 0 to t f1 of t minus tau f2 of tau d tau equal to f1 of s multiply with the f2 of s. So it is convolution in time domain. It multiplication in the Laplace or s domain. Next, the two theorem. First is initial value theorem and another is final value theorem. So initial value theorem, it goes f of 0 plus, so equal to limit s tend to infinity s f of s. So whenever the 0 in the time domain, it will be s in infinity in the s domain. Next is final value theorem. So here in final value theorem, t tends to infinity. So final value theorem, limit t tends to infinity f of t equal to limit s tend to 0 s f of s. So whenever time domain 0, then the s domain in the infinity, and the t domain in infinity, then the s domain in 0. So we already studied the Laplace transform of common function. So now we check how we get this term like f of t equal to 1. Let's check it out. So Laplace transform of simple transformations. So first we take impulse function delta t0. So it means at t0 its value equal to 1. Otherwise its all value will be 0. So as per the definition, f of s equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st delta t of 0 dt. So it will be delta t 0, it means 1. So it equal to e raised to minus st of 0. Now the next is step function of u of t0. So this called step function, it will be start from t0. So after t0 it all value will be 1, before t0 its all value will be 0. So f of s equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st u of t0 dt. So again we will put u of t0 equal to 1. So it become e raised to minus st0 upon s. Now the exponentially decay e raised to minus at. So whenever t equal to 0 it become 1, then after it will goes to as a 0 side. So e raised to minus at f of s equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st multiply with the e raised to minus at dt. So e raised to minus st multiply with the e raised to minus at, it become e raised to minus st minus at. So we will common the t term. So it is s plus a and minus sign will be common. So t. So it is e raised to minus s plus a into t. Then Laplace transform equal to 1 upon s plus a. So now the linearity. So we are studying just basics of Laplace transform, whatever we will use in our signal system subject. So maybe you will learn before this Laplace transform. So linearity, f1 of t plus or minus f2 of t. Then Laplace transform is f1 of s plus or minus f2 of s. So it's called linearity property. Then the constant multiplication. So any constant value a multiply with the f of t in time domain. So in s domain it is a multiply with the f of s. then the complex shift e raised to at whenever multiply with the f of t in Laplace transform, it is f of s minus a. So instead of f of s, we have to put s equal to s minus a whenever e raised to at multiply with the f of t. Then the shifting, a real shift, it means f of t minus t, then the t value will be shifted. So it is multiply with the e raised to ts with f of as. Now the scaling, f of t by a, it means in Laplace domain a multiply with f of as. The Laplace transform of partial fraction expansion. The definition, partial fractions are several function whose sum equal a given fraction. So why we are using this? The purpose, working with transforms required breaking complex fraction into simpler fraction to allow use of table of transform. So many book you have the table of, the most mathematically handbooks have table of Laplace transform. So we will use directly that handbook. So we will convert equation in the partial fraction. So here some example of partial fraction expansion. So it is, if given as s plus a divided by s plus 2 multiply with the s plus 3, then we have to partial fraction s plus 2 and s plus 3 as here. So we will put a upon s plus 2 plus b upon s plus 3. Now we will multiply denominator with both the term. So s plus a divided by s plus 2 multiply with the s plus 3. So taking LCM both s plus 2 and s plus 3. So here s plus 3 will be multiplied with the a and s plus 2 multiply with the b. So it become a multiply s plus 3 plus b multiply with the s plus 2 divided by s plus 2 multiply with the s plus 3. Now what we have to do? So in that term, for making, I will give you some easy way, whatever I am using for finding here this term s plus 2. What we have to do? So we have to make s plus 2 equal to 0. So which value of s plus 2 becomes 0. So if we put s equal to minus 2, then s plus 2 becomes 0. So in that equation s plus 2 equal to 0. So now s equal to minus 2 we will put in remaining part. So minus 2 plus 1, that s plus 1, in denominator s plus 3 it is minus 2 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 equal to minus 1 and minus 2 plus 3 it is plus 1. So minus 1 divided by 1 it is minus 1. So we will get minus 1 easily. So again I repeat it, for making s plus 3 what we have to put s equal to? So we will put s equal to minus 3, then s plus 3 equal to 0. So remove this term and put s equal to minus 3 in remaining portion. So it is minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 2. So minus 3 plus 1 it is minus 2 and minus 3 plus 2 it means minus 1. So minus minus will be cancelled, it will be plus 2. So here we will get plus 2. So I use this method to make one of part is 0 and remove it, then put this value in the whole equation. So we will get the each term easily. And the book and the PPT are using some different method that I don't know. So example of solution of ODE, this partial differential equations. So here it gives d square y by dt square plus 6 dy by dt plus 8y equal to 2. Then y of 0, y dash of 0, it means dy by dt equal to 0, of 0 equal to 0. So d square by dt square, it means s square, d by dt it means s. So we will put here, so first term d square y by dt square, it means s square, multiply with the y of s. 6 dy by dt, it means 6 s of y of s. 8 plus y, it is 8 plus y of s equal to 2 divided by s. So we are applying Laplace transform of each term. So we already know the differential part and that Laplace transform. So I will show you. So here, so Laplace transform of d by dt equal to s f of s plus f of 0. So in our example, f of y equal to 0 is already given. So it is s multi of f of s. So it is 2 times differentiation. So it is s square of ys. One time it is 6s plus multiply with the y of s, and the y, the Laplace transform is y of s. 2 multiplied by 1. So it Laplace transform is 2 upon s. So it is s square y of s plus 6s y of s plus 8 y of s equal to 2 by s. Now we will common the y of s here, and the remaining portion s square plus 6s plus 8 will put here. So it is s square plus 6s plus 8 equal to s plus 2 s plus 4. Now it is 2 divided by s upon s plus 2 upon multiply with the s plus 4. Now just use first term s equal to 0, then the put 0 in remaining things. So 2 divided by 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 4. So it is 2 divided by 8. It means 1 upon 4. We will get first term. Then for the second term s plus 2, we have to put s equal to minus 2. So it is 2 divided by minus 2. That term will be removed. Multiply with the minus 2 plus 4. So minus 2 plus 4, it is plus 2. So 2 cancel. So it is 1 upon minus 2. So here we will get 1 upon minus 1 upon 2. Likewise, for the third term, we have to put s equal to minus 4. So it is 2 multiply with the minus 4, and the remaining term minus 4 plus 2. So minus 4 plus 2 equal to minus 2. 2 cancel, and minus minus plus. It is 1 upon 4. So here we will get 1 upon 4. So it's called a partial fraction expansion. Now we have to just inverse Laplace. So 1 upon s, it means inverse Laplace is 1. 1 upon s plus 2 equal to e raised to minus 2t. 1 upon s plus 4, it means e raised to minus 4t. So y of t, we will get 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4 is constant, minus 1 by 2 is constant, 1 upon 4 is constant. So we will keep as it is. and the term s plus 2 s plus 4 will be converted in inverse Laplace transform. So it is y of t equal to 1 by 4 e raised to minus 2t by 2 plus e raised to minus 4t by 4. Thank you.